Hey everyone, welcome to our video. We are staying at the Cabanabay Beach Resort, so I thought we'd do a little resort tour. This is just the outside of the main lobby area. So if we head in through these double doors, we will be inside the main lobby area. And just to our right here, we have the car rental desk and the luggage baggage service area. Then we have our main check-in line here. This one's normally a little bit longer of a line. Now, I did mobile check-in, which they send you before your stay. It's a shorter line since you just have to pick up your key and any hotel information. And if your room's not ready, they'll text that to you when it is. So this is just a quick look at the other side of the main lobby area with the Swizzle Lounge and the Vacation Center. We'll take a better look at that later. Every hotel has a gift shop, so this is the one at Cabanabay. I'm not going to look at every item, but this is kind of your swimwear section. So in case you forgot anything like that, sunglasses, pool towels, goggles, anything like that. And then they've all got some park themed merch. Then you've got your toiletries, stuff like that. Sunscreen, anything like that you might have forgotten. I'll have a small selection of over-the-counter medication in case you need anything like that. So here we've got our Cabanabay specific merch here. Just a little bit more Cabanabay specific stuff. Now you don't need your own pool towel. The pools have their own. And then some lanyards, which are super handy to hold all your cards. Gift shops always hold a little bit of everything that you need. General Universal Studios merch. They have a decent selection of Harry Potter merchandise from the Wizarding World. Get robes, selection of wands, and keychains and pins here on this rack. Some phone cases. And then some more Harry Potter merchandise. I do have a small selection of some of the sweets that you can get at the sweet shops. So that is the Universal Gift Shop or the Exciting Merchandise Shop, depending on which sign you look at. One of the nice things about Cabanabay is that you have a Starbucks right in the lobby. It's between the gift shop and the Bayliner Diner. So it has all of your classic Starbucks choices. We're not eating here today, but I just thought I would show you where it is. Okay, so we're headed into the Bayliner Diner. This is going to be your main eatery here at Cabanabay, and there should be something for everyone here. There are a bunch of different food stations. Have your refillable resort mugs. You can get them for 1, 2, or 3 days, or for your length of your stay. And these are different than the park mugs. They don't work at the parks, and the park mugs don't work here. And then over here we have some snack type things, nuts, candy, some libations, sandwiches, salads, those type of things that are already pre-made that you can just grab and go. Then you've got some cheesecake, dessert type things like cupcakes, as well as some pre-made fruit cups. You've got all your kids' side items like water, milk, juice, the apples and carrots. Over here, we've got your s'mores kits that you can purchase to go by the fire pits outside. Then we've got an icy station that normally has a couple different flavors. And you have the different stations. So this is the grill. It has stuff like cheeseburgers, hot dogs, chicken tenders, Also, each station has a kids meal option or two. Then we have the international eats section, which has like stuff like a stir fry. Then you've got your pizza and pasta station, has mac and cheese, spaghetti, a couple different types of pizza or flatbreads. I had the macaroni and cheese and spaghetti here. It was actually pretty good. I've actually been really quite impressed with the food here. This is actually also where, if you order pizza from the Delicioso in your room, the little pamphlet that comes with it, this is where it comes from. So you can order room service pizza. Actually have some right here already made. Our next station is our deli. It has some sandwiches like roast turkey and provolone, hot Cuban sandwiches, has a couple vegan wrap options, and like has grilled cheese for the kids, PB&J. It has ultimate grilled cheese. So that's the last of our stations like that. We also have a salad bar, which at this time of day when it's not super busy, has some pre-made salads, as you can see. But at supper time, when it's really busy, it has like choose your own options where you can just pick whatever ingredients you want and they'll make it for you. And it is priced by the ounce. And you also have your choice of dressings here in a package. And it looks like they also have some sushi available inside one of the coolers. Over here, we've got some pastry and toast type options. And then there's also some pre-made sandwiches like ham and cheese croissants. And then over here, you have some frozen yogurt. Right now, they have vanilla and chocolate, but sometimes they have additional flavors. And then over here, we have just the same options that we had at the first side. There's a couple different cashier lanes. Number that are open depends on how busy it is. And then right over by the entrance, they have a natural food and dietary options section, which has some gluten-free as well as some different other type of dietary options. I'm not sure the full extent of the options because I didn't look at every item, but if you have some dietary needs, this is a section that you might want to check out. After you pay, they do have some cutlery right here, like knives and forks and napkins and straws, and they do have some real cutlery too, not just plastic. And then here they do have a toaster, some more cutlery, as well as some condiments. This is just right inside of your table section. They have plenty of seating as well as some screens to watch while you eat. This is the upper dining section, and then they have a lower section. So there should always be somewhere to eat. So inside the dining area, they have some tables as well as booth bench type seating. And they have the Coke Freestyle machines as well as a microwave for if your room does not have one. And then they have coffee machines as well as just regular pot machines, but you will need a cup in order to get those. So one of either the resort mugs or you can purchase just a regular one-time soda cup. Now we're entering Shakes Malt Shoppe, which is new here. So here's what the menu looks like. We've got our smoothies, some bakery items, and then flavors and toppings for our sundaes and shakes. The only thing that might be off about these or different is the prices. But the menu on the wall is a little bit far away. So here's a look at the seating area for Shakes Malt Shoppe. You've got a screen and then you've got this seating area here. You order there and then you'll wait for your food over here. So I've already ordered, so I'm just waiting for I ordered a smoothie, so I'm just waiting for that now. And then down here leads to our Americana and Bayside buildings, as well as our Lazy River pool. So over here we have the Swizzle Lounge, which is a bar. It's open here. Just a little drive by here. They have some of the games playing on the TVs. Can be pretty loud here, but there is some bar seating and then some other seating on the other side. Here we have our vacation planning center, which is currently closed, but it's open from 6:30 a.m. to 8 p.m., which is where you can get your tickets or your annual passes or pick up anything like that. So that's also in the lobby. One thing about Cabanabay and a lot of the restrooms in general is that while they have accessible stalls on the inside, the outer doors don't have any accessible way in, so that does make getting into the washrooms tricky. The main attraction on the second floor is Galaxy Bowl, and reservations are required. You can make those at resi.com. The time allowed is based on the number of bowlers, and it is $6.99 per bowler. Here's the information on that. There's also a QR code to book instead if you don't want to use the website. We have the restaurant, which has table seating, and then they also have the separate bowling area, so you can eat while you bowl. And here's the bar seating area. And they do require you to have shoes and socks, so if you don't have socks, you will have to purchase some. So since you do need a reservation, and this is a popular activity, it is often full booked, so I do recommend booking in advance to ensure you get to bowl if that is something you want to do. The food for table service and bar service often does have availability, so that is less of a concern. Also on the second floor, we have the physical fitness studio, the Jack LaLanne Physical Fitness Studio that's open from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. But that's pretty cool to have at a prime value resort. And it does have plenty of machines, weights, towels, everything you really need when you're on vacation if you are someone who likes to work out while you're on a trip. Don't go in because people are working out and do respect their privacy. Out here we've got our exterior entry buildings, which has a lot of our family suites. It has all the exterior entry ones anyways. We've got our Castaway, our Thunderbird, and our Starlight building. It also has our pool with a water slide, a hot tub, and the Atomic Grill, which is currently all closed due to lightning. It also has an area with some seating back here. This is the Hideaway Bar Grill. It's located near your Lazy River pool. Now at Universal, they only allow you to get one drink per ID, so you can't get it for your whole group. It generally opens at 11 a.m. and the closing time depends on the day. Now it's kind of a standard bar. It's not really anything special or fancy. There's plenty of seating at the Hideaway Bar and Grill, and the grill section is its own window. The grill menu has stuff like hot dogs, hamburgers, wraps, salads, general grill type foods. It's not the most spectacular food you'll ever eat, but for a prime value resort, it's definitely a pretty decent meal, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. Right next to the Hideaway is our hot tub on this side, and we're not going to go any closer just to respect people's privacy. The Lazy River Pool and Tube Shack are located between the Americana and Continental buildings, which are your interior entry buildings. Here we are at the Tube Shack. So we've got some adult sizes and kid size tubes. Now there is an additional adult size tube that is not on the board. At the time of filming this, it was $11 and it did have handles on the side. So when you pick up your tube, it'll already be blown up and you can trade it in for a packaged tube at the end of your stay or at the end of your day if you want. And they don't accept cash, so it is either credit or room charge. Prices are subject to change, and you don't need to use a tube. You can use a life vest or you can use nothing. You can also bring your own tube and fill it up at the self-fill station that they have. Moving on to transportation, the buses would just be out these doors to the left, and then we have Shakes Malt Shoppe just on the right here. So here, just past the Bayliner Diner, we've got the bus stop. And this is where you'll go to get your bus to take you to City Walk and the parks. And you'll line up over here to wait for the bus. And then coming back off the bus, you'll take this path and you'll see all these cool old cars. These are meant to be here. These are not guest cars. These are part of the resort. So we'll take a quick look at them as we go past. Besides the buses, there are a couple other options to get to City Walk or the parks. You can take the garden pathway over to Sapphire Falls and catch the water taxi, which takes you to the other end of City Walk, which is really close to both Islands of Adventure or Universal Studios. Or you can also take the garden pathway all the way to the parks. The entrance to the garden pathway is between the Thunderbird and Castaway exterior entry buildings. It takes us about 6 to 7 minutes to walk the garden pathway from the exit of Cabanabay to Sapphire Falls. It might take you a little bit more or a little bit less, and depending on where your room is in Cabanabay, that time will vary as well. From our room, it took about 9 minutes to walk from our room. There will be some signs telling you which way to go if you want to go to Sapphire Falls and Aventura, and other signs telling you which way to go and turn off to go to City Walks, the parks, and the other hotels. And there will be a couple turnoffs that go towards the sidewalk and off the garden pathway. Now there are benches along the way. It's a very nice walk. When you're staying at a Universal resort, you can use the pools at the other Universal resorts as long as you're not staying at the Endless Summer Resort. You will need to go and get a pool key to use them. So you can stop at the front desk, or sometimes the luggage services desk will also be able to get you a pool key. Now it does look like you can go directly across the street from the front of Cabanabay to Sapphire Falls, but there is no crosswalk there and it's a pretty busy street. There is a big sign that says not to cross there. There's quite a bit to do at Sapphire Falls, so I do recommend checking it out. The water taxi is one of my favorite ways to get to the park. I love not having to go through the busy security at City Walk, and I do recommend checking out some of the amenities and dining options at the other resorts. Thanks for joining us on our tour of the Cabanabay Beach Resort at Universal Orlando. I'll link our room tour video up in the corner. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more videos coming soon.